Hello po sa mga Bicolano sa lower the world. So, kamusta po kamongon nyo na daw? Hope maging okay man po kamongon niya. And if the ain't, just listen to this podcast and hope I make your day happy again. And I'm your host for today. My name is Don Peter Adera Negro. And ang titulo po kan episode 2 is Iguahang The Introverts Point of View. Yan. So, ang topic pong ini is nababaga sa tulong kabutang. Kaya sa episode 2, pag-uulayan po yung part 1. So, baad mahapot po ninduha daw na ginibo ko ang episode ini. Yan. So, gusto ko lang po na magka-idea po kamo, lalo na sa mga extrovert or may mga friend introvert. Sa ako na po talaga yung point of view nila. And pag-iwan po pa ni hope na maging way man po ni para mas maintindihan po sila. And may nakaprepare man din na questions and answer and articles na hope magkaiba ka morning lesson at the end of this episode. So, let's start. So, madam po muna kita sa inot na question. Yan. So, parati tayo nahabot. Hope, hindi ko sure kung yung habot nindo yan. Pero, nakaagi niya talaga yung sumag-isip ko. Ano ang pagkakaparehas and pagkakaiba? Kan masupgon na introvert. At first, I thought this is the same. But napag-isip-isip ko, ganun magkaiba. Yan. So, I did some research. Uni po, yung nahanap ko. Yan. So, binigil ko na po ni para mas maintindihan ito. So, uni po ang meaning kang masupgon. Nanunod po siya sa sarang tao na permit ka makikaba or takot na makipagkulay or mag-atubang pangalan sa iba. Ang sarap kong nagiging masupgon ulit po sa kakulangan ng confidence or tiwala sa diri or takot na ma-judge ka ba o mapasarap ka ni. Yan. So, ano naman po yung introvert? Yan. Nanunod po niya sa sarong tao na komportable sinauma sa piling na lugar or surrounding. Nag-enjoy niya man yung activities na siya lang. Asin, may kaiba man, nakiiba man po siya. Pero sa mga close friends niya lang. Ngunyan, ano naman po yung pagkakapareho kan introvert and masupgon. Yan. So, ang introvert and masupgon po is, parehong tuninong sa gabos na oras. Lalo na po, kundi talaga sigunda comfortable that time. Asin, halos, actually, di ko sure kung gabos. Iwas din po sinda sa dahol na tao. Asin, day po tulos na express yung namamatian or opinion. Yan. So, simbaganta na yung inot na question. So, maduma na po kita sa ikaduwang question. So, ano po yung mga klase or kinds of introverts? Yan. So, may na-search po ako here on the internet and this is the article from verywellmind.com na may title po and article na is You Might Be One of These 4 Types of Introverts. Yan. So, sa article na niya, discuss lang yung 4 types of introvert. So, kabali dyan yung social introvert, anxious introvert, next is thinking introvert, and the last one is restrained introvert. Yan. So, didiscuss na po iyan sa episode na ini. So, madawa na po kita sa inot na klase ng introvert. So, ano po kaya yung social introverts? Yan. Sabi ko hindi. There are the introverts who prefer spending time alone, but they are not against large social gatherings. They simply like spending time with close loved ones or in smaller social gatherings. But, being in a large group can drain and will require lots to recharge. Yan. So, sinta po pala yung po dyan, gusto mag-solo-solo, pero di man sinta again sa large social gatherings. Gusto ninda makipag-spend time with close loved ones in a smaller setting nga lang. Tapos, yung mga large event or gathering, nakaka-drain na kan energy ninda. Kaya yan, kaya po ninda ng time para ma-recharge. So, ano po kaya ang signs kan pagiging social introvert? Yan. So, mabanggit po kita dining nagkapira. So, inot dyan is referring to spend time with a smaller group of people. Ano ka na-mention bago. Kadua, need time alone to regain your energy, especially after socializing. And ikatulo po is being selective about who you socialize with and when you spend time around others. Tapos, uni pa po yung sabi sa article because social introverts enjoy solitude or pagsolo-solo and are careful about how when they socialize, they sometimes acquired an unfair or an inaccurate reputation for being shy, antisocial, aloof, or insecure. Yan. So, paratis sindang na-judge na bilang masupgon na maray, pagka-antisocial mo man niya, or pagka-insecure mo man niya. Diba? Medyo masakit man kung makabukas kita na tara mo. Yan. So as halimbawa na bago kita introvert yan. So we try our best na maingat po sa mga tataramo na binubutas to, lalo na po sa mga introverts. Pero only po ang facts about social introverts. Sabi the reality is that the social introverts often enjoy socializing, particularly with the people they closest to. They tend to be warm, engaging, and confident as long as they are in their comfort zones. Yan. So nahiling tama na even though na the time talaga nag-drain your energy nila. Yan. Ang mga social introverts is engaging. Tapos nagpapahiling ka natin confident as long as nasa comfort zone sila. So madama na po kita sa ikaduwang klase ng introvert, which is an anxious introvert. So sabi ko the anxious introvert tend to feel uneasy and self-conscious in social situations, while social introverts prefer small gatherings. In anxious introverts avoid social interaction because they fear making mistake, being embarrassed, or being judged. Tapos ang anxious introvert sila yung mas prone sa na maka-experience ng anxiety. Tapos sabi ko today, you might be an anxious introvert if you tend to first feel nervous being around other people. Tapos hard time starting a conversation or making small talks. Tapos overthink conversation and social scenarios. So if ever na social introvert ka po, yan. So ano po kaya yung mga kakatabang? Yan, may na banggit po hindi. So sabi po hindi, focus on listening, practice relaxation techniques, set realistic expectation, and recharge. By the way, nasa description box po pala ang link ng article na yun para masundan mo po nindo ko while you're listening to this podcast. So maduma na po kita sa sunod na classical introvert, which is the thinking introvert. Yan. So sabi po the thinking introvert tends to be introspective and creative. This type of introverts are highly imaginative and spend a lot of time daydreaming or lost in their own thoughts. So even though naparatip yung or madalas yung pag daydream ka ng thinking introverts niya, sinabi ko this article, thinking introverts are analytically individual who exclude critical thinking abilities. Kaya ba na po dyan yung creativity and empathy for others. And so if ever po na thinking introvert ka, ano po kaya yung mga strengths nila ka? Yan. So sabi digdi, a love for deep thought analysis, ikadua, a talent for thinking independently, and ini ang magayon, the ability to solve problems on your own. So sabi pa po digdi, thinking introverts are highly logical when making decisions. They consider multiple perspectives and weigh each other's options, potential pros and cons. However, this thoughtfulness can also be a double-edged sword at times. They struggle with decision makings and are chronic overthinkers, which can bring up hesitancy and anxiety. Yan, so even though may mga strength din yung thinking introverts, yan, possible kung maka-experience sila ng pagiging overthinker or anxiety pag-ani. But in social settings, yan, thinking introverts preferred one-on-one conversation that allow them to discuss topics in greater depth. They might seem a bit reserved at first, but typically begin to open up as they get to know the people better, especially if the conversation is authentic, interesting, and intellectually stimulating. So maduma na po kita sa last na kind of introvert, which is the restrained introvert. Restrained introvert po is also known as inhabited introverts. Yan. Tapos sila man po yung mga introvert na mas alert sa potential threats and reserved around others. So in other words, they are slow to warm up to the new people and tend to hold themselves back in social situation. They usually wait until they feel more comfortable before engaging in others. So in other words, madaling sabi, they sinda basta nagtiwala. So if ever na mapitin na mapagtitiwalaan talaga yung personality, yan, saka sinda kan sa dirin. I-open yung sa dirin nila sa personality. So ano po yung mga traits na igwang mga restrained introverts? And so inot po is very cautious in making decisions, kadua thinking before speaking or acting. Tapos slow to warm up in social situations. And uniman po ang mga tips na makakatabang if you are restrained introverts. Yan, include setting small goals, gradually exposing themselves to the new social situation, and practicing making small talks. So baad may hapot po nindo paano po kaya madidetermine ang sarili ko kung anong klaseng introvert ako? Yan, so digdi po sa article na igwaning subtitle na Understanding Your Introversion type yan. So, pwede man po inindo, ihapotin sa sindirin do. So, inot na hapon. Do you prefer spending time with a small group of people? Then, saro ka pong social introvert. So, pando ba? Do you feel anxious in social situation and overthink your interactions? Yan. So, saro ka po. EPS, saro ka pong anxious introvert. So, pantulo, do you spend a lot of time daydreaming or analyzing informations? Then, saro ka pong thinking introvert. Yan. Tapos sa last, do you approach social situations slow and take time to start to feel comfortable? Then, saro ka pong restrained introvert. Siyempre, baka mong pumadali na maging sarong introvert. Yan, na-experience ko po talaga. So, may friend po nga niya ako na introvert talaga. And every time na gusto ko pupunta na makipagano sa iya, parang nahihirap. And so ano po kaya yung makakatabang? So inot po, practice self-acceptance. Ikadua, set boundaries. Ikatulo, try new things. And kaapat is pay attention to your feelings and behavior. Yan. For more information po dyan, visit lang po yung link na nasa description box. Yan. So sa episode po yun, ano po yung mga nag-aaraman pa? So naaraman pa po yung pagkakaiba kan masupgon and introvert. Tapos naaraman tayo 4 types of introvert. Kaiba na dyan yung social introvert, anxious introvert, thinking introvert, and restrained introvert. Yan. So abangan po nindo ang part 2 para mas ma-explore pa nindo yung point of view ng mga introverts. So thank you very much po sa pagdangog kan episode 9 and hope dakol po kamong nanukdan ngunyan. So di po malingaw na follow sa Spotify and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Don Peter Madera Negro, for more contents like this. My name is Don Peter Madera Negro and hope mag-iribanan po graray kita sa sunod na episode.